Let's talk some big tech for a second, because 4 of the Mag 7, Meta, Microsoft, Amazon, and Apple, report this week. And Alphabet's solid results last Thursday, it's reassuring to some investors that these big bets on AI are paying off. But for the year, all Mag 7 names are still down. And tariffs, trade tensions, and recession fears, of course, loom large. Here to discuss what he's watching as earnings roll in, Dan Ives is Global Head of Tech Research at Wedbush. It's good to see you.
Great to be here.
So where do we focus our attention now with Alphabet? What is the message or signal there?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think there, when it comes to advertising, I think we're going to see a rebound. That's something that I think we're going to see when it comes to Meta. And overall, it speaks, I think, a theme for the week when it comes to, advertising, cloud, and AI. I mean, really, the key focus is, what does spending look like? Is CapEx holding up? We believe it is. I mean, I think big tech this week is going to be more of a confidence booster rather than putting gasoline on the fire in terms of the fears. I think that's the important thing we're going to see from big tech. I think Alphabet was just sort of a little preview of what we're going to see this week.
We spoke to an investor last hour who said he's still cautious on big tech and basically still thinks that, there's a soft patch coming in the economy and that he's kind of hiding out in some of the insurance names and a little bit more of those steady Eddie spaces. So what would your response to that be?
I mean, I would have said, if I go back a few weeks ago, you don't know where this is all going. I can tell you from all of our survey work and everything we've seen in the field, AI spend holding up like Rock of Gibraltar. When it comes to the cloud, in terms of overall spend, I think there's parts where it's actually accelerating. Now, look, uncertainty is there. And that's definitely going to create, in terms of guidance, huge sort of goalposts that they give. But big tech, even though tariffs, it's not stopping the AI revolution.
Well, I thought it was notable over the weekend. We always talk about how people kind of gathering their thoughts over the weekend. And Michael Darda, who's a kind of a macro strategist and economist, but he'll make tactical market calls. And he said he's experienced what I've experienced, which is AI has gotten so much better over the past year. I would talk about, I now use it all the time. In the past, it was more just kind of a goofy tool. It just wasn't as good. And he said, I'm changing my investment thesis from bearish on tech to bullish on tech and on the AI pieces of it, literally as a result. Because he's like, I now see how this is going to bear fruit.
Yeah, and I think what he's talking about is what enterprises are seeing. And that's why, we've talked about in our survey work, they can't all of a sudden just halt projects. Because then you're at the back of the line. And I think when it comes to Microsoft, when it comes to Amazon, especially on the AWS piece, when it comes to what we're going to see, in terms of Meta from an advertising perspective, it's all about this AI revolution. And even though tariffs has created massive uncertainty, we'll see that when it comes to Apple in terms of, from a production perspective, software, that's a safety blanket. Hyperscalers, the spending is going to be there. And I think that's really going to be a big theme this week for big tech.